Hey guys, this is Haley from 101rabbits.com, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to stop your rabbit from digging, chewing, or basically just destroying fleece. This also applies to other materials such as like cotton sheets or any other type of blanket. So if you guys didn't know, I use fleece in my rabbits' pens, and a lot of people ask me how I do that and how my rabbits just don't destroy it. So the first thing we need to talk about is why rabbits destroy fleece. So rabbits by nature just explore with their mouths. The way they play is by digging and chewing. In the wild, they depend on these methods for survival. Digging they use for digging burrows, chewing is how they eat and survive. So just remember, the next time your rabbit is chewing or destroying something, it's not that they're being naughty, it's that they're expressing their natural behaviors. So next we need to talk about how to make your rabbits stop, because we don't want our rabbits chewing and ingesting fleece, as that could be harmful for them. We also don't want them destroying the fleece if that's what we are using on the floor to keep their hocks nice and healthy, especially if your rabbit suffers with sore hocks. So the number one cause for a rabbit destroying fleece is that their pen or their cage is too small. Even if you think your pen is a proper sized pen, every rabbit is different and every rabbit's needs are different. Rabbits in cages or pens will often destroy fleece as a sign of boredom or frustration. The first response to this behavior should be expanding your rabbit's area. Even if you feel your pen is huge and it's the biggest they would ever need, if your rabbit is showing this sign, that means they're bored and they're frustrated, and most likely they feel enclosed and stuck. Most often when this is the case, the rabbit is destroying the fleece or the material right at the edge of the cage bars or the pen bars. This is because they're trying to escape and they can't, so they're doing their natural behaviors such as digging and chewing to try to escape that area. The other most important point that I should point out is that if your rabbit is not spayed or neutered, this definitely could be the cause of your issue. Rabbits who aren't spayed and neutered tend to be a lot more destructive and a lot more hormonal. So if your rabbit is not spayed or neutered, please do so. There's also a ton of benefits to it besides this, including a healthier life and a longer lifespan. So another reason a rabbit will chew and destroy fleece more often is that they aren't bonded with another bunny. In my opinion, all rabbits should be bonded with another rabbit as long as there's no medical reason you cannot do so. Rabbits who are bonded with other bunnies are less bored, they have more stimulation, they have a friend they can snuggle with and interact with. All of these things will significantly reduce the amount of destruction that your rabbit will have because there will be more entertainment from another rabbit with them. A human cannot provide the same amount of love or stimulation that another rabbit can to a rabbit. The second reason a rabbit would do this is that they don't have enough toys to chew or dig on. Rabbits will likely prefer to chew on things that are more natural for them, such as wood or chewing on sticks, ripping and shedding paper, or digging in it. And if your rabbits don't have those proper toys or don't enjoy the toys they have, they will start to use other items such as fleece, bedding, or other materials. So even if you have a lot of toys for your rabbits, they may not enjoy the toys you have, or they may be sick of them. It is a good idea to rotate your toys often, like every few weeks or so, just to keep the toys nice and interesting, and it makes them seem like new again. But if you guys need a couple of good toy ideas, I'd highly recommend any type of willow item from BeakyBunny.com. Also, seagrass mats, grass mats, anything like that are really fun for rabbits to chew and destroy. These items are great to be placed on top of the fleece so that your rabbit is able to chew and dig on those items versus the fleece. Another reason your rabbit may do this is that they don't have enough proper mental or physical stimulation. Rabbits need proper stimulation. Imagine living in one room or one house your entire life and never leaving that area. You would get so bored and go crazy out of your mind. That's what happens to bunnies who are housed in one room, one pen, one area of the house. They just get bored and tired of it, just like any human or animal would. So when they get bored, they start doing behaviors such as chewing and digging to keep themselves entertained. This is why providing free time in a new environment is so critically important. Even if your rabbit is free roamed, having an environment that they aren't in 24/7, that they're allowed to go in, makes them so excited to explore and just to run around. This provides so many new opportunities opportunities for mental and physical stimulation. And you can keep this area new and exciting by rotating different toys, different tunnels, different hidey houses, and your rabbits will have so much fun just exploring and all the new things that you've moved around. So for those of you guys who keep your rabbits in large pens or whatever their setup is, make sure you have a large free time area where they can go for several hours a day and just explore, have fun, and play. And for those of you guys who free roam in one bedroom or in one part of the house, make sure you still have another room that your rabbits can go in for playtime almost. If they're always allowed in that room, it becomes more boring and less exciting. But if they're only allowed in it for certain times during the day, it provides more excitement and more mental and physical stimulation. Another big reason is that your rabbit is young or a baby. Because of this, they have a lot more energy, they have a lot more playfulness about them, and they tend to destroy and play with anything in sight. This is up to the individual owner on what they decide to do. Some people decide just to not use fleece or any other materials in their rabbit's area until they are older. Personally, with Sterling, I used fleece and other materials with him, and I just kind of dealt with it and tried to work with it. But this is totally up to the individual owner, and it depends if your rabbit is actually eating and ingesting the materials or if they are just destroying them. So some other tips to help deal with chewing and digging if you have followed all the other things I have mentioned is if your rabbit is chewing and digging a specific area, especially if it's like carpet or they just always like to chew fleece in this specific area, I would strongly recommend getting a ceramic tile. You can get them from home improvement stores for super cheap, and you just put the ceramic tile over the spot they are chewing and then provide a nice enriching toy on top of that. So like a seagrass mat or some sort of mat they can chew and dig, a piece of wood that they could chew on, or other stimulating toys that will help them chew on that versus the fleece or the carpet or other material. I also want to mention that if your rabbit needs more physical and mental stimulation beyond what I've already recommended, I would definitely try clicker training with your bunnies. This helps a lot with mental and physical stimulation, and I have a lot of videos on it that you can go ahead and click in the iCard, or you can just search on my channel. So just because you've followed all of the suggestions I've mentioned before this, that does not mean your rabbit will never chew or dig or destroy fleece again. There are so many situations with rabbits that we can't be perfect, we can't control everything perfectly, and sometimes even with me, my rabbits still destroy and chew on fleece. So whenever this happens, I know it's frustrating and you tend to get all upset, but just remember that it's not your rabbit's fault. Your rabbit is just displaying a natural behavior, and most often when you see this, that means that you need to do a better job with providing more mental and physical stimulation with your rabbits. So most times when I see this happening, it's when I'm on vacation. This is definitely a sign to me that I should try my hardest to provide more enriching toys or activities for my rabbits to do when I am gone. So I definitely am not perfect. I make mistakes, and it's hard because our rabbits do not communicate the way humans do or even the way other animals do. So we need to try our best to understand what they're trying to communicate to us and how we are going to go about fixing that problem. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope it was helpful. Leave down in the comments below if you guys have any tips for providing more mental and physical stimulation. I also want to make a note that people do not have to use fleece or other materials like this in their rabbit's home or pen. I do strongly believe rabbits should have an area that is nice and soft for their hocks that they can sleep on and rest on. But there are many different materials that people decide to use with their bunnies, and as long as their rabbits are happy and healthy, that's all that matters. I just made this video because so many people ask me how I use fleece with my bunnies and how I stop them from destroying it. So I hope these things have been helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in a new video. Bye!